and this
Previously
Canon
on
PowerShot
Hunting with Tripler.
HS. And here was the surprise! I believe this is a digital MP3 player, this Sony here. What is happening, folks? Tripler here. My name is Nick, and I want to start this episode out by saying this. I want to express my appreciation, my gratitude, and my love for all of you who take 15 to 20 minutes out of your day to watch my videos. I didn't really know what I was getting myself into when I made this channel, but all of a sudden, you have people who find value in what you're making and the content that you're putting together, and people will tell you that, hey, you're making good videos, keep it up. There is nothing more special to me than knowing that you guys like what I'm making. So from the bottom of my heart and from my creative mind, thank you so very much. Now with that, if you are a video game hunter and you love to find grails, well today, I do this too often. There wasn't just one, there were two holy grails found today. And it was on the Nintendo side. But you better stick around because this one is going to be epic. Stay tuned.
I collect so many things. Would you like to share this journey with me? I will show you the prizes I got today. So come along with me, come on and join the chase. Yeah.
So let me set up today's episode. Today's episode starts off the weekend. This was a Friday and we went thrifting and I found just too many good items not to show them off. Plus, kind of the thing I'm always looking for is something you'll see right at the beginning of the Savers find. But if you're a video game hunter, skip ahead a little bit and we'll get into the Saturday footage. I went garage sailing and I went to one stop. I didn't go anywhere else. I didn't need to. This right here, if you can see that, this right here is the ad the garage sale had for the sale. And this was all you really needed to see in order to go, oh my God, are you serious? And it was something that looked just phenomenal. I'll let you see the footage and I'll let you hear me say the story, but it was pretty fantastic. So you gotta stick around all the way to the end of the video because I do a recap of everything I picked up because I didn't get everything on film. It just went really fast. So stay tuned, enjoy this footage because today's episode was just packed with amazing video game grails. Check it out. Coming in to the greatest savers on the planet. Kindle for 13 bucks in the box. That might be worth it. We'll check that out. Found this loose game disc of Green Day Rock Band. It's going for some pretty good money. Yes. So I'm going to start here by saying the Nintendo Wii is truly, by far, my favorite console of all time. The Nintendo Wii represented just such a revolutionary approach to gaming in general. And of course, many manufacturers have copied a lot of what Nintendo has done here. But the purpose of showing you this website price charting is to show you kind of what today's loose price, complete price, and even new price is sort of going for. And I think it looks across Amazon, eBay, and various other third-party selling sites to give you sort of an average of what to expect if you're selling yours. Knowing this information, you should be armed and ready to know what price point you should be buying a Nintendo Wii at, so you have a better understanding of what your margin is. So I've clicked on one of those links to show you that a buy-in price of $45 plus $17 shipping is about $62 to $63 total for a buyer, which means for you, if you're buying your Nintendo Wiis at a $20 to $25 price range, there really is not a lot of margin there for you. So I think it's really important that if you're going to buy the Nintendo Wii, you can get the entire unit for under $20. And if you're doing that, then you should be profiting anywhere between $20 to $30 per unit. Pair of Polka 1-1s that have never been worn before for 20 bucks. Now I'll get a 20% discount on that, so that will come out to be $16. That's a good buy. All football. Interesting. 25 bucks.
13 and max.
Ooh. No way. Thank you. I appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Eco Town is the greatest. This section's called Treasure Hunt because you get to sort through all of this stuff to find treasure. Sweet. For $3. Yes. Found another one here for $3. Jeez. You've heard me talk about OEM computer AC adapters. This happens to be a Microsoft AC adapter. Doesn't have a price on it, but generally speaking, these will sell for about $199, $299, and it's totally worth the pickup. Here's a random Roku player, which I have the remote for that I'm selling right now on eBay. I'm gonna pull that off and add it to this, depending upon the price. Look that one up. For $10, this is a great deal. These are my goodies. My high quality goodies. And today is garage sale day. It is gorgeous out. Here, take a look at the park just across the way from me. But the sun's about to peek through. Take a look. Not too shabby there. Not bad at all. We do have a series of stops today. I've already mapped things out. There's one sweet video game find that I'm hoping to get to first. I'm gonna stop at the bank and I'm going straight there. And I'm hoping today happens to be like the last couple of Saturdays because we've done pretty well. So I hope you enjoyed today's episode. Let's get this started. ATMs can be so annoying, especially when the buttons don't work. Come on. I just got charged a fee. When I said no, I hit the no button. I just got charged. These are the moments I feel like a total creeper because I'm here before the sale. You always try to show up a little bit early. I'm 20 minutes early, so it's not like I'm an hour before the sale starts. No sign of any activity. And there's not even another reseller around. I would have expected that someone would have been parked out here. I guess garage selling in general, buying a whole bunch of used stuff can be creepy all on its own. Oh, here comes a reseller! And he's slowly attacking the street, trying to find a place to park. I love watching this stuff unfold. He's now identified where it is. And he saw me!
No, you like it. It's really good. Yeah, he said he was interested in taking the whole lot, so what do you think? If we fix the whole lot, make it a little less than that. Sure. There's some great old 80s music on
I know, that's what I'm like. Okay,
That does look pretty
some
sweet.
This mishmash.
Oh, that's so cool. You're not interested, but would you be open to an offer on the Rob?
I'll listen to you.
You're How about your Wii U? I saw you had a box over there. Are you selling that by any chance?
The Wii U?
Yeah.
Do we want the Wii U still?
We have the other one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we have the newer one. I wouldn't be... Oh, yeah.
You got the gyros. Yeah.
This bit doesn't This one fits in. Fit in better.
I can't even believe what I'm looking at. It's so cool looking.
That's yeah, pretty much everything except the actual console.
Yep. Okay. All right, I'll do it. All right.
Yeah, and the deal has been made. Congratulations, everyone. That is so awesome. System and controllers, and you have more. You were saying you have more Wii games too?
Regular Wii games, yeah.
I'd be open to that. If you don't mind, can I check out the games?
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, they're good games. There are some that I definitely don't have.
Controller, $20.
And controller. $20 for everything?
Yeah.
So 120 for and how about if you threw in any of the DS stuff? I don't know if any.
10.
So 130 for the whole thing.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna smile for a little bit. It really pays to be patient. I got really lucky again, super lucky. The blue car that drove by, it was definitely a competitor. I'd already talked to the owners and they said, hey, can you just wait until 7:30? I said, I totally respect that, no problem. As people were coming up, the guy in the blue car that drove by that I mentioned had a very distinct look about him. The first thing he said to me was, so what are you here for? And I was like, well, I think it's obvious. I was wearing my hat and I was like, I'm here for the games. And he just kind of looked at me like, oh yeah, me too. And I said, well, there's no line, man. And I said, I'm not running. So if you're super motivated, they're yours. And I think he felt awkward that there was this, that because I was the first one there, that somehow these games were owed to me. They weren't, of course. So he was talking to everyone else. He made some connections. He was even saying to one of the resellers that was down there, hey, if you've got a bunch of games, I'll buy them from you. The guy signals sale open. I walked up the driveway. It was a relatively steep driveway. And this guy who I had mentioned ran. He ran. And he ran right up there, and these were the first things he said. Hey, do you have the GBA games? And the owner of the sale was like, and so by that point, as he's asking the question, I'd walked up and I literally spotted them because I'm super tall. I saw him right out of the corner of my eye and I just went, boop, and I grabbed him. And I didn't even feel bad because if the guy's gonna run and I'm walking, it was immediately like, I was laughing, and he just hovered me the rest of the time. I mean, he hovered me. He wouldn't, any box I looked into, he grabbed. Anything I was touching, he wanted to touch too. It was this like immediate sense of, I gotta have what's in your hands. And he was making me offers on what I had picked up. That's the kind of thing about reselling that I despise. I'm not in competition with you. If you're out there and you get something before me, great. If I'm there before you and I grab it first, good for me. Many of you are like, well, you have garage sales year round. That's true. That's awesome. But there are endless competitors. And so when you consolidate all of the garage sales that happen in the summertime down into like 10 in a small area, they all come out. And the patience paid off too, because as I kept looking around, I found more games. The guy wanted to sell me his Wii U, sold me all of his Wii games, sold me all of his GameCube games. I mean, I did absolutely fantastic at this sale. My total buy-in price there for everything, I think was about $200, $200 total for everything. And when I show you what I got, you'll realize why I don't have to go anywhere else today. That was a phenomenal stop. It's going to be well over $500 or $600. I couldn't be more thrilled. Anyway, patience pays off. I guess the gaming gods, the reseller gods were on my side this morning. Anyway, let's recap today's amazing finds. And this is what I walked away with. We'll go from left to right and we'll end on the items that really drew me to the sale in the first place. So Let's check this out.
I was able to pick up these toy items, the Turtles Ooze Action. I've never heard of that particular brand Kid Robot before, but Raphael looked pretty cool. I believe it's $12 or $13 selling online. Swiss Army knife, come on, you gotta have one of those. I got this classic basketball game, which is now brought to you by Mattel. Can't tell if they were the ones that originally brought it. They probably were. That one's selling for some pretty good money. I believe that's plus $20, $25. This Royal Rumble Aptivity, so I think you got to have an iPad to play this one. Still kind of a cool item. This Simpsons trivia game, what is it? This is... I actually don't know what it is. I think it's 20 questions with the Simpsons. Yeah, it's 20 questions. Little Transformer action here, Hex Bug. I'm sort of okay with having picked that up, but you'll see in total, after you see what I paid, Catchphrase, I picked up a Roku player with the remote, I picked up an Apple TV without the remote, unfortunately. Those were the items that I had picked up that were non-video game related from this sale. Let's check out the video games. This Grand Theft Auto 4 Special Edition for PS3. It's interesting. It's complete. It is opened, but all of the items that were inside haven't been touched. So that's a pretty cool item to grab. That came with the entire lot. And then this Assassin's Creed Brotherhood Collector's Edition. Again, it's been opened, but everything, all the inserts that came with it are completely sealed. So that's pretty cool. Anyway, this was all included. So let's talk about how this Wii U got picked up. The Rob the Robot buyer and the Rob the Robot seller were negotiating. I kind of was in favor of the buyer because, I mean, it was a great deal for $100, and it was a good deal for the seller as well if it was just sitting in his garage on a shelf. But what the buyer who bought the Rob the Robot didn't see is he had a whole series of other consoles. I saw this, and after that deal was done and after he had left, I asked him about the Wii U, which led to a full inbox Wii U. I got this Super Mario Advance. I got all these games, which The Legend of Zelda Phantom Hourglass was by far the best of the lot here. You can see these games. I got the GameCube controller with the extension and the memory. 4 Wii U Motion Plus controllers. The nunchucks are over there. I mean, that's solid. I think those are $20 a piece all by themselves. For the actual Wii games, I picked up, is it Squeeball's Party? I don't even know what that is. Dream Pinball 3D, Super Mario Galaxy, Metroid Prime 3 Corruption, Super Monkey Ball, Banana Blitz, Star Wars, The Complete Saga, Rayman, Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games, Wii Party, which is definitely a good title to have, Resident Evil, Raving Rabbids, Speed Racer, Epic Mickey. I also picked up this Wii Sports game as well. Also, what was in that bundle were these loose discs that looked like they were made secondhand, but they weren't. I mean, I can't really tell what they are. They may be, I mean, this one says Wii GameCube on it. I don't know if these are kind of rare games. They couldn't have been manufactured by someone at home. They do have an RVL number on it, I believe. Maybe this one doesn't. This one has kind of like a hologram with that number on it. It's hard to tell here. Yeah, see the RVL 8628. So I think these are legit games, but I don't know if these are kind of rare games. Mario Party 8. These may be the Japanese version of the games. So, I mean, either way, they're cool. I'm sure they're worth some money. I couldn't tell you if one of these is worth more than another, but I thought the titles themselves looked pretty cool. And then for Wii U, I missed the Mario Party 8 there, so that's for Wii. And then you can see the Wii U games. Definitely good stack of games. Super Mario 3D World, Mario Kart 8, Captain Toad, The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. Come on. Pikmin 3. I mean, those are great titles. But then he opened up his GameCube lot and he let me buy all of them. I was like, yes. So Pikmin 2, Metroid Prime 2 Echoes, Animal Crossing, The Legend of Zelda Collector's Edition, come on. Metroid Prime, Super Mario Sunshine, Tetris, Pac-Man, and Sphinx. So, I mean, I got all of this, all of these games, the system, the DS, and the non-video game items for, I believe it was a total of $140. But again, this wasn't the reason I had even gone to this sale in the first place. Here's the reason I went. This is exactly what it looked like in the ad. You could see there were like 2 or 3 games stacked on top of each other. So Metroid Fusion, I already know is a good game. You guys saw me pick that up previously. Now I have the box. Box is just slightly rough. It's not too bad, but you know, it's still worth good money with the box. So that was nice. And then it was a sweet surprise to see the Sonic Advance. That's a good game. But ladies and gentlemen, this is what made it all worth it. Booyah! That game right there. Maybe the most rare game for Game Boy Advance. And the box in this instance is in phenomenal condition. It's totally complete. The only wear at all is this little crease you can see right there on the very edge. Other than that, it is just perfect. It's perfect. So yeah, this made it completely worth it.
All right, that was it. That was the episode. There is nothing I can say other than I would have never guessed. I would have never guessed that I would find something like that. And the guy who didn't get the stuff, it was unfortunate because as a video game hunter and a collector, he left way too early because he saw Rob the Robot. His garage door was open and he saw it there, but he wasn't willing to make an offer. And like I said in the video, I made an offer of 80. The guy who ended up getting it made an offer of 100. And I was happy to see that guy get it because I'd been to that guy's garage sale before. And that's where I got that big G.I. Joe lot. That's where I got some video games and things of that nature and the X-Men figures. That was his garage sale. So I was happy to help him get that deal and make sure it was closed. For sure, score of the day, score of the weekend, it was probably split between the Zelda GBA and probably Metroid Fusion GBA. I'm not sure which one was better. It doesn't really matter. They were both just phenomenal in the box. And I'm having a tough time figuring out if I want to keep them or not. But anyway, listen, I really appreciate it again. I can't tell you guys how much I love that you guys watch the videos and that you comment. Please hit that like button. I'm really trying to grow this channel, and that like, it does a tremendous job of getting my videos out to a larger audience. And I will see you next time. Thanks again, guys. Next time on Hunting with Tripler.
Box. Pretty cool. There you go. Sorry, you have some change?
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. You helped with the deal. Probably get 30 to 40, 30, maybe 15. I have not looked up these games yet.